There we go. There we go. I only have one functioning testicle. They're both there, it's just only one of them works. Like, the right one is what you'd expect, but the left one is really small and way up in there. Now, this isn't a problem in my everyday life. It's not even a problem in my sexual life. But none of you have had to tell multiple female doctors, yes, I have a left testicle, you're just not looking hard enough. Multiple female doctors! You know how the stereotype is, oh, men can't find the clitoris. Women cannot find my left testicle. Even with medical training. So who's got it worse now, huh? Women still have it worse. I don't need my left nut to come. That's not a great comparison. So the reason I'm in this, the reason my balls are like this, the reason I'm in this scrotal situation, if you will, is because I had an undescended testicle when I was born, and they had to surgically put it into place. But they must have fucked up at some point during the surgery, because when I hit puberty, right one dropped and got bigger, left one, exactly the same. It is exactly the same as when I was a baby. Not exaggerating. Now, I did not tell people about this for the longest time, because, you know, it's embarrassing for me. I'm sure it's weird as hell for you all to hear about. And also saying the phrase, I have a child's testicle inside of me. Just gonna let that one simmer for a bit. It's a very easy way to get arrested. So, I would try to avoid that. And I don't think I would do well in prison, especially with the nickname Cody Webb. Actually, I know I wouldn't do well in prison, because whenever I tell this joke, other comedians come up to me and ask to see or feel my balls. Out of curiosity, I guess. And I guess the point is, I don't think that situation's gonna get any better when I'm surrounded by actual sex offenders. Speaking of prison, high school. Great segue, Cody. Fucking killing it. All right. It's always good to have good, you know, positive reinforcement for yourself, even when you're on stage and everybody can hear your thoughts. All right. High school. Did any of you have exchange students growing up, like foreign exchange students? Okay, a couple of you. For those of you who said yes, did your exchange students get laid a lot? Yeah. Okay, because they did at my high school. And I couldn't figure out why for the life of me. I ran through all of the possible reasons. Like, do they come off as exotic? Is it their sexy accents? Did they just happen to be more attractive than the rest of us? But no, none of that was true, okay? This was just a bunch of average-looking German dudes constantly getting pussy at my high school. But, you know, I'm older, I'm wiser now. I think I've finally figured out their secret. All right? It is much easier to sound impressive when you're using the metric system. Because like a German man can walk over to an American woman at a bar and go, I may not be a weatherman, but you can expect 10 centimeters tonight. And sure, 10 centimeters sounds impressive, but when you convert that back to freedom units, that's 4 inches. This many. I don't know if everybody knows numbers, okay? I'm just being helpful. Anyway, 4 inches. But by the time you realize the mistake you've made, it's too late. Like, what are you gonna do? He's gonna whip it out and you're gonna go, oh, that's 10 centimeters? put your clothes on, I'm gonna go back to the bar and try again. No! You can't do that! I think. I don't know for sure. Because no woman's ever been dissatisfied by the size of my penis. Because no woman's ever seen it. And if you're sitting there thinking, Cody, what about the person you've been dating for the last 5 years? To that I say, hush, okay? I'm only dating them for the insurance fraud. How does that work when we're not even married? I'm not gonna tell you, okay? I'm recording this, and I don't want this sack to become admissible in court. I'm not O.J. Simpson. I'm not gonna write a book called If I Did It, but with insurance fraud instead of homicide. I mean, it's 2021, so it'd be a podcast, but the point still stands. All right, you do not get to be as hardened of a criminal as Cody Webb by just giving your secrets away. I know that line isn't very good, but I got to sneak my name in, so it works. Speaking of Cody Webb, that's me. Let's talk about me. Fucking killing these segues, man. There's a reason I call myself the king of segues. I'm hoping it'll catch on. Probably not, but you know, whatever. Speaking of me, I don't know if you can tell, but I don't do drugs. Okay, good, you can tell. It's not because I don't want to. It's just I don't want to ruin drugs' reputation. Like, I still want drugs to be cool for everybody else, you know? Now if you're sitting there thinking, Cody, you couldn't possibly ruin drugs. Are you sure? You do realize if I ever do cocaine, it's going to be through a crazy straw, right? The least efficient method of cocaine transportation. And I have watched a lot of Pablo Escobar documentaries. And if I ruin cocaine, parties are done. They are over. And given that I want to do comedy full-time at some point, I don't think it's the best idea to become known as the guy that ruined the concept of parties. So I'm just going to sit back, relax, not do drugs. You're welcome. And that goes out especially to the stand-up comedians in the audience, because I know if you can't do drugs, you lose your entire personality. This is a threat. Vote for me, motherfuckers! All right, thank you very much. I've been Cody Webb, C-O-D-Y-W-E-B-B.